Howdy folks, Effing Controller here to deliver on your digital doorstep the equivalent of a store-bought fruitcake. Yes, it's time for a holiday special, and to help me celebrate I will be playing Robot Unicorn Attack Christmas Edition because of course I am. And of course I'm doing this as post-commentary because you will very quickly see that I am a horrible, horrible scrub at this highly competitive game. I hope this season finds you well, and if not, I recommend in any combination alcohol, coffee, and or sugar. Don't do anything harder than that. And I guess if you're an alcoholic, don't listen to me. Or if you're addicted to coffee for some weird reason, don't listen to me in that case. And don't listen to me if you're diabetic. In fact, I am not a doctor and am in fact a bit of an idiot, so it's probably best to disregard any health advice I dispense in this video. I don't do a lot of channel updates, which is a shame, because I'm clearly a very funny person based on my lighthearted jokes, like the one I just told you. And I think the reason I don't do more updates is that I feel kind of strapped for time, and that if I spend time on anything channel related, it has to be recording a game. But that's not really a good idea, because sometimes you guys need to know what's up, and this is one of those times. Things have been pretty busy for me over the past year. I've bought a house, which means I've been working a little bit more overtime to cover some costs. It's not a major commitment for me, but it's enough to kind of push Let's Playing off to the side sometimes, because I honestly would be pretty embarrassed to go into foreclosure because I thought it was more important to yell at my computer than to make a decent living. Some of you may have noticed, related to that, that there are a few ads running on the channel. I intend on this being very temporary, probably just running to the end of the year, since I feel like it's kind of disingenuous for me to have ads running while I also have a Patreon account set up. But it's been kind of hard for me to pass it up because I have some home repairs looming, and since I am supporting myself and my wife, and I guess my dog, he doesn't work, I'm supporting all three of us on my one income, so it was definitely something where I just kind of had to take him up on that. So I'm not networked with anybody, I'm just doing it solo, but in any event, I'm sorry if anybody is disappointed about this. I know that advertising is kind of a controversial thing on YouTube, and if anybody out there is disappointed, beyond myself, I'm a little bit disappointed, I'm very sorry. But there is some positive news, and that is that a few weeks ago we hit 3,000 subscribers, and I feel very humbled, as I always do, whenever we reach any kind of milestone here, but especially because lately I don't feel like the effort that I've been putting into my channel has been proportional to the amount of support I'm getting from you guys, which has been always huge, and I'm very grateful for it. So thank you, and I guess also I'm sorry, because I don't know if there's an expression that actually covers both of those. Maybe something like, please sir, may I have another, which is awkward. I don't think that really works, but that's the best I got. I'm not doing anything to mark 3,000 subscribers because I still have a lot of outstanding obligations from my previous channel milestone, and I've made basically no progress on it, playing games with you guys, which makes me feel like a real big douchebag. So I'm sorry to you guys who I promised digital hijinks to, but I'm hopeful that I'll be able to pick that up in earnest a little bit more very soon, for reasons that I'll be discussing, I guess, in a little bit. But first I'd like to just talk to you about how things are going on the channel kind of generally, and I'm sad to say that I'm not super happy with it. And when I say that, I should make it clear that it's nothing to do with any of you guys out there. Nobody's responsible for whatever dissatisfaction I'm feeling, except for my close personal friend, Alex Trebek. Who knows what he did. And as I've created Let's Plays, I've developed a sort of core principle about what I'm doing on here. And that is that I want to share and celebrate games that I enjoy. And I think that the appeal of Let's Play just as a thing is that it fosters a sense of community about gaming. And also apparently Swedish people are completely hypnotic when they pretend to be scared by things. But anyways, more than anything, I started to play Silent Hunter 5 because I have a sense of community about those games established around my channel. People have enjoyed my playthroughs of the other Silent Hunter games, and they are certainly the primary reason why my channel is on the map, located right next to the gas station where they have cameras in the bathroom. Sadly, though, as I've been playing Silent Hunter 5, I've been finding that it just doesn't live up to my channel's prime directive, if you want to call it that. If you don't, I'm calling it that because I love Star Trek. I'm just not enjoying Silent Hunter 5 as much as I want to. and it makes it difficult then to celebrate and share it, because if I don't have anything worth celebrating and sharing, then doing anything celebratory or sharatory is kind of difficult to do. The game, it just kind of lacks some of the sense of danger and accomplishment, really, that drew me to its predecessors. And I've also been harassed by some technical issues, which include some random crashes, some silly bugs, like the game failing to recognize when I surface, failing to recognize when I dive, not listening to me when I order dives and surfacing and other things. It's a little bit frustrating. And I'm really resentful about those things because I spent a good solid 2 weeks tinkering with the game to get it to the level, or to the state, I guess, where I was content with how it looked and how it played. And all of these factors have kind of led me to be kind of resentful as I play it, and I think it's making for a shitty Let's Play. I feel like I'm really phoning it in, and that sucks. That's not what I want to do. I want to approach a game with earnestness and with respect, and in a way that is fun and lighthearted, but with a sense that this is something that I feel is worth sharing. And this game is making me feel like I'm doing something antithetical to what I've set out to do on my channel. So I've thought a little bit about how to make Silent Hunter 5 better. I've gotten a lot of technical suggestions from you folks, which I'll certainly be trying out, and I've also considered various challenges like sailing into Scapa Flow, only I'm not going to be doing that specifically because everybody does that. I've got a couple of ideas floating around in my brain meats, but by all means, if you have a good suggestion, please send it my way. And if the game fails to deliver, if I continue to kind of feel underwhelmed by it, I will be suspending it, I'll be tabling it, whatever you want to call it, until I can figure out a way to make it better. And in fact, come to think of it, I'll be shelving it, here's another synonym, for a little bit anyways, after I finish this patrol, because I want to do what I probably should have done in the first place before starting Silent Hunter 5, and that's to fulfill my promise to play games with you guys. So in the near future, I'm going to be making a better effort to get in touch with you folks to coordinate some games. There are plenty of you out there who listed some games that you want to play with me, and I want to fulfill those. So that's really next on my docket. I'm going to be out of town for a few days after Christmas, and then I plan on getting things back on track. Maybe I'll have the current patrol that we're in on Silent Hunter 5 done. I don't know for sure, but I'm hoping I will. I will also, in personal news, I will be shifting my schedule at work around the end of January. Right now, I'm still going to be on day shift, so that's good. But my days off are going to be Friday and Saturday, which is better. Because this year, I foolishly decided to take Tuesday and Wednesday as my weekend. That was actually a conscious decision on my part, and it was under the assumption that I would be able to take more classes at school to pursue a degree in computer science. But that didn't really work out. So really all it did is it just kind of ruined my social life and really made it hard to figure out how to structure my days off. And that included making it hard for me to record. So I think that this change will ultimately be really good for the channel. And I'm looking forward to what it brings. I'm thinking that I'll be able to Let's Play a little bit more, and I think the quality of my Let's Plays should improve too. So I think we're in for a year of changes, but definitely positive changes, and I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. So to you, I say a Merry effing Christmas, a Happy effing Hanukkah, a quintessential effing Kwanzaa, a felicitous effing Festivus, and a super effing Solstice, and a Happy effing New Year.